Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are doing a little something different. I was going to do hauls along with the solds that go along with them, but I thought maybe I would do things by year. I have quite a bit of dolls that I sell all the time, and I know that people have a hard time placing the dolls with what years they actually belong to. So we're going to give this way a try and see how it works out. Let me know down in the comments how you like this video. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, like I said guys, we're going to do this just a little bit differently. These are all solds from this summer 2023, all the way up until I think the first week of September. Today is September 13th. And I'm going to do these in date order of the dolls that sold, and as usual you can check the start time up at the top here when the listing was actually listed the first time. This first doll I have up, I have her rear up so that we can take a look at it. This is a 1960s Barbie doll body, straight leg, and what that means by the straight leg means they are hard, they do not bend, neither do her arms. And most of the original dolls came out like this. And on her rear, we can go to the bottom here, you can see that it just says Barbie. Now this is very important when you're trying to decipher the years that the dolls came out. This year would date pre-1962. All of the dolls that came out before 1962 only had Barbie on it. Now you see the rest of her is all rubbed out. We can't see. There were more than likely some Roman numerals here depicting the year. This doll did sell for $45. It was best offer. Since I was unsure of how old the doll was, I did put it at a high price at $75. But I did accept best offer of $45. Next up we have, again, I am showing you the rear so you can see the imprint on the doll. This doll has a Midge and a Barbie imprint, also by Mattel Inc., and that is it. That means this doll was made in between 1963 and 1964. And we'll go up and take a look. She looks very similar, just like the other doll. The only difference really is the marking on her rear, as you can see. Very much the same. I did take best offer of $25 for her. Also note that I have over here in the description, in the title, Mattel large neck knob. People do look for large or small. There are different sizes of the neck knob, and that's just the part where the head goes on. Next up we have two Barbie bodies. These are both Midge Barbies. As you can see, the back says Midge Barbie Mattel Inc., and this one actually has the word patented on the bottom on both of the dolls. I did take best offer of $35 for both of these dolls, and again they look very much the same. They have large neck knobs. So again, it's all about that imprint on the rear, and I just wanted to show you these dolls so that you can see what the real difference is on those imprints. And the last one I have here is a later model. This is a Barbie doll body. It's printed 1968 on the back, 66. I'm not sure why I have 68 in the title. And it says Japan. And this is a TNT bendable Barbie body. The legs do bend. Oops, sorry. She did sell for $25. And this doll was made from 1970 and forward. You see a lot of the 70s dolls with this body. And after that it gets a little more detailed and confusing with the imprints. So I recommend that you go to this site called dollreference.com. There's a Barbie right here. You can click on that and you can go down and look at all the years right here. Take a look at them and they'll tell you what each doll imprint says on the back. So again, I highly recommend this site. Please check it out. Next up in the sales, we have a vintage 1960s Ken doll, straight leg body. Again, straight leg means that the legs do not bend. They're straight and hard, sometimes hollow. He was in really nice condition. As you can see, his face, all the color and everything is there. Could use some cleanup on his lips and the rest of his body, but he was in good condition. He did sell for $40.33. Next, we have a vintage Barbie Todd of the Tootie and Todd franchise, and it's just his head. Yes, doll parts sell. Bodies, heads, arms, legs. If they're in good condition and a buyer thinks they can do something with that, they will buy it. He did sell for best offer of $21. When you are selling the heads, make sure you get a photo of the back of the where the head goes on the body. That's very important. If you have splits in here, that devalues it very significantly. Most people can't even use it unless it's something that they're gonna try something on. Next, we have two live action PJ dolls, and these dolls were in pretty good condition. I believe they did bend, and as you can see, I do show all angles so collectors can see what they're getting. Yes, they both did bend. You check their arms, check their legs. Again, all those things help the collectors know what they're getting. They did sell for best offer of $30. Next up, we have a vintage growing pretty hair Barbie doll. And what that means is her hair on the top of her head actually grows. You pull it out and it can go back in, making the ponytail longer or shorter. I also paired it up with this hair fair head, which was a head that came with a bunch of hair pieces, and that you can switch them on your different Barbie dolls. So I included all those items together, and as you can see, she is missing an arm. This doll is in TLC condition. Her other arm does not move and her legs do not move. I did try my steaming technique and it just did not work on her, so I just left her be just like this and let collectors and buyers make that decision for themselves. I did make sure they understood that in the description it does say that her arm and her legs are frozen in place. Now this did sell for best offer of $75. Next up, we have a vintage, this is not a Barbie doll, it is a Mego Dynamite doll. I wanted to put it in here anyway because it is from that era, 1972, and she does sell pretty well. I didn't really have many clothes for her, just a couple things I found. I think only one or two of these items are actually hers, so I just put some other stuff that fit her and made sure I displayed that it did fit her. But some of these other items, the boots and the fins, all this stuff is hers, original to the doll, and she did sell for best offer of $40. And next we have a pretty nice quick curl lot. We have quick curl Francie, Kelly, and Barbie all in this lot. Here they are. This one on the left, the little head, I believe that is a Miss America quick curl head. And quick curl basically means that their hair curls when they have little tiny thin metal pieces of hair. As a matter of fact, in this photo, that's what they look like. They're in their hair, and so when you put one of these little barrettes or the curler right there around it, it will stay curled just like her hair is here. So this was a nice little lot, even though the doll, they tend to be broken or frozen in place a lot with these quick curl dolls, but they are pretty much sought after. This sold for best offer of $165, excuse me, plus international shipping. I gave the person a bit of a break because it was international shipping, and I know that costs quite a bit. I believe the total order was over $200 that this person paid. but she did get quite a bit. These barrettes are very hard to find. And again, I make sure that I show the areas that are broken so that the collectors or the buyer can make their decision better for themselves. Next we have a 1976 ballerina Barbie with an on-tour dance outfit. The doll I did get for $10. The outfit that's on the bottom on the black part I already had, so I just paired it up with her. So she did sell for best offer of $43. And last up we have is not really a vintage doll. It is a reproduction. I just wanted to put it in this video because the rest of these dolls were all made between 1960 and 1977. That is the era just before the Superstar era came out, 1977, 1978. Again, this doll right here is a reproduction. She does look like she is a vintage doll, but I like to show so you guys can see. She's a little bit more polished. She has a better color. Her makeup is much better. Just by looking at her, I can tell that she is not an original 1960 doll. She is reproduction. These are still sought after. I believe she is from the Wedding Day reproduction, which is 1996, but I'm not sure because there's just so many of them and they all have the different hair colors. So I just put reproduction swirl ponytail in the title, and she did sell for $21.75. And again, I'm going to reference this website, guys. Make sure you check it out. I mean, it doesn't just have Barbie. It has everything. You can go to the main page and you can search by type right here. Again, you've got the Barbie. You can search by material, and you can search by the markings that are on the doll. So I highly recommend checking this site out for dolls and Barbies. Alright, that's all I have for today, guys. I will check you guys out in the next one. Thanks for watching.